UBC, inspiring Uganda. Brought to you by
youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
A very good evening to you all and welcome to News Tonight this Monday, the 21st day of July 2025. And these are our top stories.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Stories tonight. President Museveni vows to deal with perpetrators of violence and irregularities in last week's NRM primaries. Vice President Jessica Alupo calls for local manufacturing of medicines and medical equipment. Police puts a 50 million shillings reward for suspects in the double murder of David and Deborah Mtanga. And in sports, the inaugural Kilembe Open Golf Tournament starts this weekend.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Hello there and welcome once again. We are coming to you live online and on air from Broadcasting House here on Nile Avenue. On sign language, it is Senyamo Yusuf and I am Rukidi Kiijanangoma. President Yoweri Museveni has confirmed that so far 8 people linked to the NRM primary election violence last week have been arrested. Responding to a section of concerns raised by members of the general public, the president insisted that no stone will be left unturned. Let's have more in this story.
Abeka baratuzi awarunji nafe tujja
Bami kwanu anya inakuchenja ono
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Tuina momo
va ku mwana gwenunya change
Nayanziza nnyo
nange nange kwepera
Yes sir
zo ziri mmeka
Jire satu
kitundu
Yes sir
Yebo Sente nga zinzigweddeko.
But uncle, you can't get from your phone.
Let's keep on playing your bodies. What did you do? Mweba rutegeka nze no bola bankoye kuva ku macha ndi mu shopping. Juma jangu ambe ku munno muti kule ebintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. Can you put it on your phone and make money?
Bye. Also, the doctor. That's all. Thanks for coming. This and what was Charwao, but get them on the hook. We're going to know situation here.
Can they take candle?
Hey, wait, I go to Tambra. When the water hold on. I'm saying, I'm not to my no community.
We do sincerely apologize for that glitch in the technical bit there, but we do understand now that it has been resolved. And now let's go back to that first story where President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has confirmed that so far 8 people linked to the NRM primary election violence last week have been arrested. Responding to a section of concerns raised by members of the general public, the president insisted that no stone will be left unturned as this is resolved. Take a watch.
Fellow NRM members, the other Ugandans, especially the Bazukulu, greetings. Thanks for responding to my message of yesterday regarding the kutokoza or polluting the NRM primaries by self-seekers that do not care about the reputation and the glorious heritage of the NRM, NRA, and FRONASA. This is a heritage of martyrs and heroes, not self-seekers who would at the cost of their lives assault machine guns of the enemy.
They want to shoot. They want to shoot. They want to shoot us.
I want to assure you that the state agencies of Uganda have started the necessary anti-crime actions against the self-seekers. They are starting with the clear cases of the idiots alleged to have altered the results in the tallying. 8 of them have been arrested. They are from Mayuge, Buyende, Kapchora, Padel, Oyam, Rampara, Karenga, and Mbarara. Other targets are being followed up. I will keep you informed. Meanwhile, get us evidence against the other offences of violence, bribery, and interfering with the registers. I have constituted a committee of powerful lawyers to handle the petitions. We shall clean up the NRM as we also defend the wider interest of all Ugandans. Thank you. Signed, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Sabalwanyi.
Meanwhile, President Yoweri Museveni has condemned the widespread cases of violence and irregularities which dominated last week's NRM primary elections. In the statement issued on Sunday, the 20th of July 2025, the President, who praised the over 9.22 million party voters for participating in the 17th July 2025 polls. He is, however, furious over indiscipline and irregularities which marred the exercise. The Sunday statement partly reads, "Congratulations on the NRM primaries that were carried out on the 17th of July 2025. On that day, one of our sources has now told me that 9.22 million members of our party participated in the primaries supporting the different candidates. Now, this is about 50% of our total membership of 18.5 million confirmed on the 6th of May 2025. Therefore, 9.22 million members of our party turning up on the 17th of July 2025 for the NRM primaries on a working day and midweek is not bad. Congratulations. However, I must condemn in the strongest terms what I started hearing in some areas where some unpatriotic actors are alleged to have committed the following mistakes: altering results, tampering with the registers, using violence, including causing some deaths apart from the injuries caused, and the use of money and materials to bribe voters. We are going to prosecute mistake makers. The easiest to start with are those who altered results." And that is part of what the President's statement says. And of course, investigations into that are going on. Now, the Vice President of Uganda, Jessica Alupo, has called for enhanced local manufacturing of medicines and medical equipment to improve timely access and service delivery. She was addressing the first Triple Elimination Africa Conference 2025 at Munyonyo.
Reduction in new HIV infections from 100,000 in 2004 to 37,000 in 2024. Second, a drop in AIDS-related death from 87,000 to 20,000 in the same period. Ministry of Health has successfully scaled up the implementation of integrated maternal, neonatal, and child health at primary health care facilities. Your Excellency, during the lifetime of this plan, much was achieved. The country sustained HIV testing and maternal ART coverage above 95%, respectively.
Minister for Health ending that story there. Now, police have put up a reward of 50 million Ugandan shillings for whoever collaborates with them to recognize available evidence to arrest suspects in the double murder of David and Deborah Mutanga that happened at the beginning of July 2025. The critical support police needs are to recognize a suspect whose voice was recorded in the shared video by the security. We have more in this story.
The police shared video has unclear images of a man's voice, which police seeks to attach to the person.
We suffer. You children have studied. Me, I'm not studying. I'm at home suffering. Now go to hospital. Go to hospital. I was coming here, and unfortunately, I saw something. Why? Matuka! Come and help your husband. Your husband is here, guys.
Security has put up a reward of 50 million Uganda shillings for any person with capacity to recognize the owner of this voice in the video.
We urge anybody who recognizes this voice to come out and help identify the individual. We know that through a community initiative, we can easily zero on this suspect. Now, the other thing is the award or the reward. 50 million shillings cash. The moment you lead us to the suspect or you deliver him, 50 million cash.
David and Deborah Mutanga were murdered on 9th July 2025 in their residence in Tuogo Entebbe municipality, and police is leveraging CCTV evidence retrieved to facilitate further investigations.
If we had any additional voice, we would play it. But that is precisely what we, in our preliminary investigations, we have found necessary to share with the public so that we get public feedback and participation in the apprehension of the suspect.
Meanwhile, police have arrested 5 suspects in connection to the murder of an employee of the NGO Compassion International, Geoffrey Wanyengere, who was murdered last month in Mukono.
The two were attacked by a group of persons who were dressed in military camouflage attire. Godfrey was murdered and his body was dumped in Namlira village in Mukono.
Among the suspects include a UPDF deserter and a police corporal. Security recovered a semi-rifle during the arrest operations.
So far, we have 5 suspects who have been arrested during these operations, and we have recovered 1 semi-automatic rifle along with military and police uniforms. We have Sergeant Mwesige Mohammed, commonly known as Jetli. This is an army deserter. That one was arrested in Wandegea. There is also an army corporal, Mugabe Boban Aspa.
Based on the police report, these suspects belong to a criminal gang targeting travelers and traders along the Mukono-Katosi Road. Komagum Rogers and Abdul Nasir Lugwama for UBC.
We'll now take a short break and return with the latest in business.
Abeka bala tuzo. Awarunji. Nafe tujja.
Oh. Bami kwani? Anya inakuchenja ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Hey, tuina momo.
Va ku mwana gwe change.
Nayanziza nnyo.
Nange kwetera.
Yes sir.
Zo ziri mmeka?
Jire 3 kitundu.
3 kitundu.
Yes sir.
Eyo. Sente nga zinzigweddeko.
But uncle, you can't get from your phone.
Let's keep on playing your bodies. What if you move more? Mweba rutegeka nze no bola bankoye va kumacha ndi mu shopping. Juma jangu ambe ku munno muti kule ebintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. You can put it on your phone and make money.
Bye-bye. No sorry, don't you? What does Wagara? Thanks for Barab. This, and what was Charwao? But Jack Mongero, we are going to know more situation here.
Can they take candle?
Hey, where I go to Tambra? When I go to that.
I'm very music.
Ah, saying I don't know what
to
Uniquely ours. Explore Uganda.
You got us on your wallet. Bobby, again! What's this drama?
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders, June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
At UNOC, we believe in safety.
abeka baratuzi awarunji nafe tujja
Bami kwanu, anya inakuchenja ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Tuina momo.
Va ku mwana gwenunya change.
Nziza nnyo.
Nange kwepera.
Yes.
Zo ziri mmeka?
Ziri 3 kitundu.
3 kitundu.
Yes.
Eyo. Sente nga zinzigweddeko.
But uncle, you can't get from your phone.
Let's keep on playing your bodies. What did you mean? Mweba rutegeka nze no bola bankoye va kumacha ndi musopingi Juma jangu ambe kumunno muti kule ebintu muri mutya
Uncle, you're suffering again. You can put it on your phone and make money.
Bye. Also the doctor. What does all work? Thanks for brother. This and Pombo was Charuao, but get them on Gilco. We're going to
Kandete kando.
Hey. Wait, I got Kutambra. When the water told her. I sang another to my no community.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends friends to form a team of 4 and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the 1st floor.
Welcome back. Time for business now, and we are going to look at that segment, Buza Commissioner, where the Commissioner General of Uganda Revenue Authority talks to you and gives some answers to some questions that you have sent through.
Buza Commissioner.
Dear viewers, welcome to our program today, Buza Commissioner. Before we get into the question of the day, I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate our valued taxpayers who have fulfilled their tax obligations, and their sacrifice and dedication led to a successful completion of the last financial year, 2024-25. On behalf of the Uganda Revenue Authority, I would like to thank you for your selfless sacrifice, for your commitment, and for fulfilling your obligation by paying the taxes that we are sent to collect in the financial year, and even surpassing them by a surplus of 264 billion. I'm happy to report that in the last financial year, we collected 31.634 trillion. And this was a performance of 100.8%, and it was a growth of 4.33 trillion from the previous financial year. So such growth, such success was only possible because you gave and you fulfilled your civic duty of paying your taxes. So I thank you very much, and I encourage you to continue paying your fair share of taxes so that together we can develop our country, Uganda. Now let me get into the question of the day. The question today came from a gentleman called Iman Musa Rasul from Arua Development Forum.
We in the Development Forum acknowledge the importance of taxes to this country. There's nothing we can do without taxes, without people paying taxes, and this translates to development. This is what we acknowledge. But however, taxes must come when people have knowledge about the taxes. The biggest challenge I see with our community is they don't have adequate knowledge about the taxes they're supposed to pay, how they're supposed to pay these taxes, and how much they are charged to pay. This to me is a sensitization issue. It's a big challenge. I would need the Commissioner General to invest in taxation. When people understand taxes and they know the importance of taxes and they know the fair assessment of these taxes they're supposed to pay, I think everybody will embrace taxation, and this will translate to development.
And I want to thank Mr. Iman Musa for raising a very pertinent question. He was asking, first of all, he made a statement that he appreciates the importance of paying taxes. and that he's sure there is no other source of development other than paying taxes. However, he had this to say. He says people must know how to pay these taxes. They must know which taxes to pay and how much they pay. And that is a very appropriate question, Comrade Iman Musa. Let me take this opportunity, first of all, to thank you that you made a fundamental statement at the opening of your question, that taxes is the only source of development for us as a nation. Now, the second part is that how do you get citizens to know about this obligation? And this is a question of tax education. And indeed, you recommended that Commissioner General must deliberately invest in tax education. So, Comrade Musa, I would like now to inform you and to inform all our taxpayers that Uganda Revenue Authority is very deliberate, and particularly this financial year which we started at the beginning of this month, 1st of July, we are going to have tax education as top on our priority list.
Buza Kamiso now. Now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887 and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Buza Kamiso now.
And that was the Buza Commissioner segment, and the boss of Uganda Revenue Authority. They are giving his answers pertaining to that question. That brings us to the end of this first edition of News Tonight this Monday, the 21st day of July 2025. But up next is the front bench, and we understand tonight our colleague Jethro Kasaiji, who is on standby right now, is talking to officials from the National Planning Authority, and they'll be looking at the 4th National Development Plan. Over to you, Jethro.
Well, thank you so much, Rukidi Kiijanangoma. Indeed, like you have said, I do have officials from the National Planning Authority. Now, first of all, we have to understand, since our topic tonight, we are going to be focusing on National Development Plan 4, that is NDP 4. But I do understand there were first plans that they accomplished, that is National Development Plan 1, 2, 3, and now 4. But as the National Planning Authority, they do have a mission that by 2040, they must have accomplished all the development plans, because they do have 6 of them. But the target is, by 2040, some of these plans are all accomplished. So we are going to be understanding from the 2 gentlemen that I'm going to be introducing to you at a later time. What have they achieved when it comes to planning for Ugandans? Now, the question is, what Ugandans face, what Ugandans achieve, or whatever happens in Uganda, is it under their office? Because what Ugandans want are the results. So we shall be understanding as well, if this is an agency that is integrated when it comes to research, but also plan for development in our country, it is very important to understand what their mandate is. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the Executive Director. Actually, let me start with the doctor. That is Dr. Ivan Lule, who is the Deputy Chairperson of National Planning Authority. Good to have you on the show, Doctor.
Thank you very much, Jethro, and good evening, viewers. Excited to be with you today as the National Planning Authority.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I also do have the Deputy Executive Director of National Planning Authority. This is Honorable Charles Oleny Ojo. Honorable, good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much, Jethro. Good evening, and good evening to all of you viewers. I am happy to be here to continue offering explanations to the country and to the viewers with regard to the national planning systems, but most importantly now, as has been said, we'll be focusing on the National Development Plan 4.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Now, National Planning Authority was created by an Act of Parliament, that is in 2002. So they have been in place, but we are going to be understanding more and more from them, since they are the officers from the National Planning Authority. You can be part of this conversation using that hashtag, that is UBC Front Page. But also, you'll be sending in your questions and comments on our WhatsApp number. I am Jethro Kasaiji. For now, let's get started.
Oh, Uganda.